In this edition of UTA Spotlight, we recap the night of Homecoming Bash. We also take a peek at Hump Day presented by UTA's National Pan-Hellenic Council. Additionally, we highlight various events on Homecoming Saturday. UTA Spotlight starts now. Welcome to UTA Spotlight, where we bring UTA highlights to you. I'm Valeria Olvera. Thank you for joining us. This year's UTA Homecoming celebration ranged from different events, including one of the most anticipated ones, which is the Homecoming Bash. This year's Homecoming Bash took place at Texas Hall. Students who attended the concert were able to enjoy multiple music performances throughout the night. This year's lineup included Mexican OT, Travis Porter, and Drody. This year's Homecoming Bash was a success, and we can't wait to see who headlines next year. Homecoming Week brought Maverick spirit to life. UTA students had various opportunities to celebrate and show their pride. Spotlight reporter Daniel Castaña has more.
Homecoming Saturday started with a campus-wide 5K run and walk at the MAC. The race brought the Maverick community together and raised money for the UTA Emergency Assistance Fund. Participants arrived early to warm up with a Zumba session led by UTA rec staff.
I think it just brings everybody together, it's a fun thing to do, exercise together is always fun.
Yeah, I think it brings everyone together, like Juan said, and it also promotes healthy habits as well, too.
As race time approached, the runners lined up and took off as UTA cheer and wranglers motivated and celebrated competitors across the finish line.
Hardest thing was the uphills, going up. That killed me. And then when I tried to get to the last turn, I'm like, screw it, it's all nothing. Full sprint.
A couple of hours later, students had the opportunity to enjoy live music, giveaways, and food to celebrate Maverick pride at the Homecoming tailgate before the Maverick basketball game on Spaniolo Drive.
I honestly like the cookie printing. Me and my friends actually got to go and print our cookie in our cute little outfit, and we're all matching. I think it's really cute.
Lastly, the Homecoming spirit ended with a parade and a performance from the UTA cheer squad before the anticipated basketball game. Daniel Castaña, UTA Spotlight.
Unfortunately, the men's basketball team lost the homecoming games against Louisiana Tech 92-77. To find more student events, visit the link below. The Divine Nine showed up and showed out on Hump Day. They shined and began Homecoming Spirit Week with a bang. Spotlight reporter James Russ has more.
Hump Day has never looked so good. The UTA National Pan-Hellenic Council invited students and alumni to a night of dancing and socialization. The event was an exciting segment of Spirit Week here at UTA, getting everyone amped for homecoming.
The school in general, and I think all of us together, it's like a lot of fun. You get to meet new people. Like if they're in different majors, you don't ever get to see them, but at the events you get to. So you meet a lot of new people and just have fun.
The night's main attraction was the sensational strolls, steps, and chants performed by the Divine Nine sororities and fraternities. Onlookers were encouraged to get down with their own moves or hop in with the line dances. Beyond bolstering bodacious boogieing, the UTA NPHC and the Divine Nine focuses on offering a strong black community for its members and guides students through the many struggles that come with higher education.
A sense of welcoming every time you step foot here on campus. I have to say that has done a lot for me and kind of kept my head on straight when it came to almost close to graduating here at UTA,
To learn more about these organizations or want to attend one of their events, you can visit their Instagram at UTA NPHC, where they regularly post the achievements and ongoings of the fraternities and sororities. James Russ, UTA Spotlight.
Homecoming Week offers something for everyone. We asked participants what they enjoyed most.
My favorite part about homecoming is just the joy and the camaraderie of everyone together and just all cheering for the same team.
My favorite thing about homecoming was the student affairs tailgate. I think it was really great, and being at the green was really awesome that it was outside and so many students participated.
My favorite part of homecoming was the parade and watching the dance team, the cheer team, and Blaze go with the band. It was so fun. Go Bucks!
Be sure to join in on the fun next year for homecoming activities at UTA. The University of Texas at Arlington has taken a major step in advancing health research with the grand opening of its new Clinical Research Imaging Center. This cutting-edge facility features a 3 Tesla MRI machine, one of the most advanced in the field. Reporter Angel had the opportunity to learn about the new MRI research facility.
The UTA new $6.2 million Clinical Research Imaging Center is now officially open. Located in the Science and Engineering Innovation and Research Building, the 3,500 square foot facility is set to have research in areas like cardiovascular health. UTA President Jennifer Collins says this advanced technology is an example of how we foster an environment of collaboration and excellency, propelling UTA to the forefront of discovery.
I see this like a great improvement for UTA campus, meaning that they can come up with innovative solutions which could eventually improve people's quality of life.
But the center is not just for research, it offers hands-on learning for both undergrad and grad students, equipping them with the skills needed to success in the health innovation field.
There's a wide variety of research that will be done at this imaging center, everything from brain imaging and brain health to cardiovascular disease to studying muscle skeletal abnormalities and ailments.
The MRI's high resolution will help researchers explore complex topics such as Alzheimer's, dementia, and even decision-making process and cognitive science.
The most exciting thing about this magnet is just how advanced it is. It's a brand new Siemens Vita 3T magnet, and they really didn't, it's just a really nice system.
This is a monumental achievement for UTA and the community. For more information on the Clinical Research Imaging Center, visit circcenter.uta.edu. After this break, we took a look at the most recent protest against election results on campus. Additionally, we talk about how an individual on campus remains positive throughout the semester. Don't go anywhere.
It's important to get a flu shot each and every year because flu viruses are constantly changing and immunity from the vaccine decreases over time. Flu vaccines are updated annually to work against that year's viruses. The best time to get your shot is in the fall, but getting it later can still help. Getting a flu shot lowers your risk of getting sick, and if you do happen to get flu, it's likely to be less severe.
Many people decided to go out and vote on the last day of elections here on campus. Here's more from that special Elections Day coverage.
On Tuesday, November 5th, millions of citizens went out to decide the direction of the country in an election that could change everything. In this election, voters had 2 options between candidates to elect the 47th president. The anticipation to vote reached Tarrant County, here in the city of Arlington, where many were waiting in long lines to cast their vote. There was an atmosphere of anticipation throughout the city as people left the polls waiting to soon find out who would win the race. But this election is different from previous elections, as many people have felt divided between the 2 candidates. I spoke with Texas District 92 Representative Salman Bojani, who gave me his opinion on what kind of candidates we need for government positions.
And I like elected officials that merge people together and say, we have so much more in common, and that's what I try to do in the Texas House of Representatives. I work with Republicans, Independents, Democrats to make sure that we can file good policy for Texas. So party over people.
An important factor in this election was the young people. As for many, it was their first time voting in the presidential election. Many students at the university came out to vote and share what it was like in their first experience.
It was super nerve-wracking, but I'm super grateful for my voice and put my vote towards something I believe in. I'm super grateful for this. I'm a first-generation American.
As the night fell, many in the county gathered to wait and watch the live vote count together, as well as cheering up the wait to see which candidate would be the winner in this election. Mabel Cruz, UTA Spotlight.
In the 2020 elections, it took 4 days to count the votes. This time, we were able to find out who the winner was in a matter of hours. Students at UTA were united to protest against the election results in relation of the Israel and Palestinian conflict. Reporter Angel has a story. Let's take a look.
These protesters are making their voice heard after the results of the elections.
So we're out here protesting today not only because of the Trump presidency, but the options we've been given for this election period. We plan to have a rally regardless of who won the election. Because the choices we've been presented with are very rotten. The rally specifically was going to be about Palestine. And as I'm sure many people know, both candidates that we were forced to choose from don't have very good policies when it comes to Palestine. They are for the continued funds of Israel, the weapons sales, and therefore the continued genocides.
As we just heard, this protest was planned months ago regarding the election results, since many of the voters didn't feel like they have the variety of candidates and the policies against Israel and Palestinian conflict in the Middle East.
Everyone has the right to peaceful protest. No matter which side you're on, treat each other cordially during these protests. At UTA, there is a special person on campus who we are lucky to call our campus hero.
The fall semester is coming to an end. Students are being overloaded with work and will soon have to start studying for finals. There are a lot of students who are becoming stressed and who are beginning to lose hope. But there's one person on campus who will always have hope. The Amazing Spider-Man is currently enrolled at UTA and feels the same way that the students do. Spider-Man explains his favorite part of his job.
You know, it feels great. I love making people smile. I love making people's day. And I just love trying to be the best version of myself that I can for everyone, doing what I can for the people.
Spider-Man has been at UTA for 3 years. He is currently a junior, and he's majoring in kinesiology. In his free time, Spidey likes to go to events that are around campus and promote things for a good cause. He also tells him what made him UTA Spider-Man.
Initially, it started off as a joke, just among my friends, and then I realized the effect that it had on people, how it really made people just enjoy themselves throughout the day when just seeing a local hero.
For 2 years, Spider-Man has been recognized as the campus hero. Max Paulson gives us his thoughts.
Yeah, I really like him. I think he serves as like kind of a symbol on campus, and he advocates for different things.
UTA Spider-Man has been called a hero and an inspiration by many people around the campus. He reminds the students that even the heroes need a break sometimes. Nick Malone, Arlington Sentinel News.
Spider-Man is on campus pretty frequently, so if you ever have a chance to see him, be sure to say hi or get a picture with him. You may not have known that UTA hosts some wildlife on campus. Reporter Jay Jacinto tells us more.
The Campus Cat Coalition is a nonprofit student organization at UT Arlington centered around the well-being of the 150-plus cats on campus. CCC member Kaz tells us what the objective of the organization is.
Our main goal is to kind of keep the population of feral cats on UTA campus, UTA grounds, protected, keep the population as low as we possibly can. So our main goal is to TNR, trap, neuter, return, to keep the population in check and to make sure that these cats are able to live the lives they are able to live most freely, to make sure that they are fed and watered, and also that they are getting vet visits if and when they need them.
Feeding head Megan DiGiovanni tells us how she got started with the CCC.
So I personally have 5 cats at home. I always have loved cats, and I had a friend who was a part of the coalition, and she was like, hey, come join me in this meeting, and I was like, sure, and I went to the meeting, and I was like, wow, this is awesome, and first chance I got to apply for being an officer I took, and here I am.
Kaz continues by explaining the importance of the organization.
It's important, I mean, for the obvious reason it just kind of creates a sense of camaraderie with the members. Just from that aspect, I think it's a really good opportunity for people who love animals, love cats, to kind of get involved with one another. But from like a kind of like ecological, like community standpoint, keeping the population of feral cats in control significantly helps the local wildlife, just because despite the fact that no matter what we do, because they're feral cats, they will inevitably kill, other wildlife. Trying to keep that population down will help eliminate or kind of minimize that damage that they're causing.
Megan tells us how people can help the cats.
So best way for people to get involved and help us, even if you're not immediately close by, is donations. We are a nonprofit, so we are strictly funded by volunteers and donations. If you're in the area, if you have a spare bathroom, if you have a spare bedroom, to foster cats is a really big deal. Most of what we do relies on availability of places to house these cats. So fostering is huge for us, and then donations, of course, because vet bills can rack up quite a bit.
Megan mentions the growth of the organization.
Yeah, so we're trying to grow a bit. We are getting established as an official nonprofit here in Arlington, where we can do outreach farther than the campus. But specifically on campus, we are rebuilding some of our feeding stations. We are making more of them because our cat population is slowly growing.
For more information, check out their website listed below or follow their Instagram at Cats of UTA. Jay Jacinto, UTA Spotlight.
That's all we have for this edition of UTA Spotlight. To stay up to date with us, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and X at Math Media UTA. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a highlight. I'm Valeria Olvera. Thank you so much for joining us. See you next semester, Mavericks. Mav up.